Okay, so the other day I sent a text to my family group chat. It was a set I did just a few days ago, and I immediately get a text back from my little sister that says, I can't believe you sent that in the family group chat. Like, especially to our mom and our dad and our brother, like, what were you thinking? Now, it was maybe a little much about the set that I did. I talked about eating ass and dirty talk and small penises. But I mean, I don't know why like they would be surprised, you know? Like my mom one year for my birthday, got me a cup that said, I'm on a fine line of being a cat lady or a whore. I go, I was a little beside myself. And I go, Mom, why did you get this for me? And she looks me straight in the eyes and goes, you said that. Those were your words. And in fact, they were my words. I was tripping mushrooms with my friends one time, and with tears of elation going down my face, I go, I'm on a fine line of being a cat lady or a whore right now, guys. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I hate cats, but I loved being a whore. Well, don't worry. My friend who I was tripping with is now an international potter, and he makes all sorts of things. But one of the things that he makes are cups that say "Fine Line Cat Lady Whore," right? And my mom bought that, and now that cup sits right next to the mug that my kids got me for Christmas that says "Best Mom Ever." But I'm not really worried about what my parents think about me. That's not something that I'm really worried about, because on Thanksgiving, me and my dad secretly tripped mushrooms together. Yeah, no, we would have gotten away with it too if my dad wasn't like, oh wow, it's really starting to kick in now. You know, we were planning on microdosing, but psychedelics are getting a little bit crazier nowadays. My friend is regularly taking DMT right now. She actually learned how to make it and put it in a vape. And every time she comes into town, I get so excited. I'm like, I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna do it. I'm so excited. I wanna try it. She gets here, and I just chicken the fuck out. I can't do it. I get so anxious about it because I looked into it, and you trip so far, you get far enough, you suffer an ego death. And the only thing that's keeping me alive right now is my ego. You guys are not helping with that because I live on laughters and claps, and I'm not really getting it right now, but that's fine. I'll be fine tonight, don't worry. But whenever I think about an ego death, I think about growing up with my older brother, and I was his like human punching bag growing up. I was always confused about it, but then in hindsight, I really started to think about it, and no, I was just really fucking annoying. I just wanted them to accept me, and I just always was around him and his friends, and I wouldn't leave him alone. But there was a time that I did finally feel accepted from my brother. I was invited to his annual float trip that he did every year. And I mean, it's a big deal. They make t-shirts and everything, and this year it said floatin' and motorboatin'. Mine had an asterisk that said, ain't no motor in this boat. So my brother obviously still had feelings about certain things about me. But I suffered my slight ego death on this trip when one of my brother's friends hit on me, and my brother kicked me off the raft and slightly drowned me a little bit, but I was fine. I was able to make it to another raft and jump on and make it back to camp. But when I got back to camp, I found out that my brother's friends actually stole that raft. And I got questioned by the police. So I was underage, drunk, and very sunburned, and had to explain to a police officer that my brother tried to drown me, and I just happened to jump on this raft, and I wasn't there when he stole it, and somehow I got away without any charges. So woo-hoo-hoo! But thinking back, I really do think that my brother probably should have knocked out his friend who tried to hit on his underage sister instead of trying to drown his underage sister. But everybody grows, and that is life and everything like that. Me and my brother actually have a very great relationship right now. Oh shit, I actually haven't heard back from my brother since I sent that raunchy set to the family group chat. heterosexual men are so sensitive now these days. That's why I'm raising my kids to be gay. So that's my time. Thank you guys.
Emily Brown, you go, Emily Brown.